Hold that. Wait a minute. Okay, good. Now you guys will pay more attention to me because I'm in the whole screen. First and foremost, hello. How are you on this beautiful Monday afternoon? If you're in a different country, morning, maybe it's night. I don't know. I'm so excited to be here. Check this out. We're going to talk about reverse engineering your goals. Reverse engineering your goals. Now, one of the things I want you to understand is that when I go through this, some of it's going to be for you if you're brand new, and some of it's going to be for you if you're a leader. Some of you have large teams. Drop large team in the comments if that's you. And this will also help and benefit you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you my exact strategy of how I planned out my 2023. And so before I do that, you're definitely going to want to tag your team or share this broadcast with your team. You never know where you're watching it. I always say tag your homies on here because you don't know if you share it, if they really watch it. But if you tag them, they get a notification. You know what I mean? So yeah, still share it into your team chats and share it into your team page. But if you literally have newbies that you really want to crush it in 2023, then what we want to do is tag them here. Got it? Tag them in the comments section. And then I want to know from you, 2022, whether it sucked or whether it was amazing. I want to know from you, do you want 2023 to look different? Drop look different in the comments if you're like, yeah, I want this to look different. I want to be completely honest with all of you. I want my 2023 to look different. I want it to look completely different. And I got lazy in 2022. And I still made multiple seven figures and I got lazy. And I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but here's how I got lazy, right? I got lazy because I was like, woo!
Really blew up in 2020, blew up in 2021, and 2022, I was like, I'm good, I can take a chill pill.
I needed a break though, not gonna lie. But I know that I could have done more. And one of the things that I always say to my healers is hashtag go do more. So when I think back, I did a little exercise on the certain things that I wanted to change going into 2023. And I've already started these things now. Drop now, comment now. I started these things now because I'm not going to wait until January 2nd. Because the first I'm going to be, I go out and I probably have a drink or two. And that for me is enough to make it to where I ain't getting out of bed the next day. You know what I mean? And so I'm literally not even going to look at my phone that day. However, I don't want to wait till January 2nd to start putting in the habits to put me in the right place for my goals. Make sense? So when we talk about reverse engineering, I want you to think about having this massive goal. I'm going to use my mom's sleigh pen. Here's your goal, okay? We've got this goal that we want to get to, but we can't get to this goal without the stuff in between. So we're going to talk about the stuff in between. So when we start talking about this, a lot of you are going to have a lot of different emotions and feelings that go on. I know, because this is what happened to me, right? First, you're going to look at your 2022 with what I have you write down, and you're going to be pissed. You're going to be sad. You're going to feel defeated. You're going to feel like you failed. You're going to feel lost. And some of you are just going to say,
you know what? I sucked so bad in 2022. Nothing good is going to happen to me in 2023.
You're not going to do anything. Take a deep breath with me right now. And let it out. That's all bull. Okay. How do I know this? Because my 2012 and 2013 was horrible, but my 2014, I made my first six figures. 2015, I made multiple six. And then 2018, I made multiple six again. And then 2020, I hit 7. It doesn't matter what you did last year. We have to become aware and recognize what we did so we can move forward. Got it? So some of you are like,
oh, this is a little bit different when it comes to planning out your goals.
I'm not going to have you sit there and write out your goals and plan a vision board and do all the things, because that's not what's going to get me results. And some of you are probably like,
not going to get me results either.
All right. So share it with your homies, share it with your business partners, share it with your people that you know that are in entrepreneurs. They're entrepreneurs or in business, and maybe they want to double their business like I do in 2023, and they need some help, right? They need some help. This is really good structure. This is how I planned out a $5 million launch for 2023. What do I mean by that? $5 million launch for my brand, and how I'm going to do this for my network marketing business, but I can't make income claims for my network marketing business. So just pick a number. Okay. So check this out. Number uno. Numero uno. So what's your target? What's your target? Very simple. How much freaking money do you want to make? I want you to bullet point how much you want to make total for the year. This is gross. How much you want to make each quarter, how much you want to make each month, how much you want to make each week, and how much you want to make a day. Well, if you know what the year is, divide that by 4. That'll give you the quarter, right? That'll give you each quarter what that'll be. If you want to do it by the month, divide it by 12. You want to do it by the week, you divide it by however many weeks there are. I don't know, 52 maybe, I don't know. And then days, 365. Boom, write it down. And if you guys are like,
I'm feeling feisty,
drop your number in the comments. So what's your target? Now that we know what your target is, and now that we know quarterly, and we know monthly, and we know weekly, and now we know daily, right? Now we have what's called focus. And we have this focus on where we want to go. We're super clear. Clarity is a fabulous thing, people. Clarity is a fabulous thing. Because when you're clear, you can make big moves. Not clever, clear. Okay, so I just want to share with you guys, I don't know if you know this, but I was invited to Grant Cardone's office with 20 to 30 other top earners in, professions, whether it was real estate, whether it was online marketing, whether it was branding, just insane. One woman that's actually one of my friends now, and she literally sold almost $1 billion in real estate last year. She missed it by I think 50 million or something. And she was like, I didn't hit my goal. I'm like,
you sold almost $1 billion in real estate.
She didn't hit her goal. She's fine. She's totally fine, right? So I'm sitting in the room with her, some other top income earners in, real estate, and Pace Morby, who's this famous guy, right? And then I Am Spectacular. I'm sitting with him in the room, and I meet him and shake his hand, and Grant Cardone's in there, and Elena and Pete Vargas. And I'm like, all these people, right? And by the way, I was sweating and I had to take my anxiety meds because I was freaking out, to even just get there. But I'm sitting in there, and then we do a tour of his office, right? We do a tour of Grant's office, and I'm sitting in there. Well, we walked into the office, and I'm literally looking at his walls in his sales room, in his marketing room. I'm looking at the walls. There's these boards, and these boards have targets for the day and for the month. So every time a new lead is captured, it gets tracked. Every time a new customer is made, it gets tracked. Anytime somebody invests with one of his things, it gets tracked. But here's the other piece. It gets celebrated. So they're celebrating the in-between. How many of you only celebrate rank advancements, or only celebrate income raises, or only celebrate when somebody gets to speak on stage? We have to learn how to celebrate the in-between, because the in-between is what's going to keep us going to the target. So I'm sitting there and I'm walking through his office. One, I didn't want to leave. I wanted to sit and just video what everybody was doing. I wanted to be super nosy. This is me walking, looking at the computers, seeing what everybody's doing. Literally, I was peeing my pants. I was just in heaven. It's a marketing dream. It is just a dream to be there. And so I'm like,
holy crap, I don't have this. Every year I just write down how much money I want to make, and I know how many courses that is that I have to sell, and how many leaders I had to have in my network marketing business, but I'm not tracking it daily.
And I'm not celebrating all the little things in between that are going to get me to the big goal. And I'm like,
oh, that's gross.
Am I doing that with my kids? I don't want to do that with my kids. I want to celebrate the in-between, even with my kids. So some of you are I celebrate when I get a new recruit. I celebrate when I get a new customer. I want you to celebrate a new lead. I want you to celebrate 5 likes. I want you to celebrate you added someone to a Facebook group or ATM'd or got them on the presentation. I want you to celebrate the in-between actions. So now let's talk about activity. Number 2, drop 2. We're on number 2. What is the activity that goes with the in-between? So leads, reach outs, recruits, sales. How many new leaders, right? How many brick ranks? If you don't know what brick rank means, that means you've got your very first rank, and that's the rank that you drive everybody to. How many of those newbies do you have to pop? Year, quarter, month, week, daily. What are your leads? Year, quarter, month, week, daily. How many of you are mind blown? Drop the mind blown emoji right now. You're holy crap, man. I should be planning this out. Dude, you want $1 million business, but you have a $5 marketing plan. Hello? Does that make any sense to you? You want $1 million business, but you have a $5 marketing plan. That hurt a little? Just a little? You're yeah, it should. You want a big business, but you got little activity goals. You've got no plan. Oh, ew. Right? So what's the activity look like? Write it down. Yeah, I have notes. Otherwise, I end up on a tangent. Now you know what the activity is. What's the plan behind the activity? So drop 3, the plan. What's the plan behind the activity? How many meetings a year? How many meetings a quarter? How many meetings a month? How many meetings a week? How many meetings a day? How many Zooms? If you're like, I ain't doing in-home meetings. Word, I get you. Zooms. You're like, I don't want to do Zooms. How many people are you ATMing? I get you, by the way. How many people are you getting into the ATM group? What are you going to do inside of those groups to drive the leads, to drive the reach outs, to drive the recruits, to drive the sales, and to help your new leaders? What are the free challenges? What are the campaigns? What are the raffles? What are the giveaways?
Wow, Marina, do I really need to plan this out to be successful?
No, you could be successful, but you're not going to be a lot successful, and it ain't going to last. You're going to be a one-hit wonder. You're going to make money for 5 seconds, and it's going to get taken away because you don't know how to duplicate it and do it again and teach somebody else how to do it again. You know what I mean? Anyway, you want $1 million business with a $5 marketing plan. Would you go to the bank and say, I'm going to post on social media every single day about my business, you should give me $1 million loan? They wouldn't give you $1. So some of you are putting all your eggs into just posting on social media. You have no idea what your target is. You have no idea what the activity looks like. You have no plan behind the activity, and you're treating your business with a $5 marketing plan. Here's the next thing. It needs to be in front of your face every single day. Get a whiteboard. If you are in business, you need a whiteboard. You should be brain dumping on a whiteboard and tracking. I have tracked how many leads I need to get this year for customers and for recruits in order to get to where I want to be. I have an activity plan. I know what the activity is. I know how much I have to do, and I know the plan behind it. But check this out. Drop a 4. I also know what I'm going to sacrifice. This is the last, you can call it bonus, or number 4. I know exactly what I'm going to sacrifice in order to get my target. Now, some of you are like,
I don't have to sacrifice anything.
Cool, you might not have a really big goal. I'm just gonna keep it 100. Some of you are like,
I don't have to sacrifice anything for 30 minutes to an hour a day building my business.
then you have a really small goal, and that's cool if that makes you happy. But most of you keep talking about making this big money with commas in it. There's gonna be sacrifice. You don't think I sacrificed? I lost a lot of friends because of sacrifice. But now I could do things those friends can't. A lot of things that they can't. My team is my friends now because they can do all the stuff that I can do, and it's so much fun. And I love how Grant Cardone talks about, like,
I can't have more kids.
TMI. But he can get around people that bring value to him, that he can learn from, and they become his family. And that's what I'm doing. John and Nadia are my family. Bryn Lang is my family. Rob Sperry is my family. And I'm going to tell you what we're doing in a minute. But hello, right? So here's the last thing you're going to do. I want you to rate your 2022, 1 through 10. Did you sacrifice? 10, I did it. I sacrificed what I could have. 1, no, I didn't. 5, whatever. Rate it. When it came to your activity, 1 through 10, leads, reach outs, recruits, sales, new leaders. When it came to the plan, 1 through 10, I want you to rate yourself. And then I want you to have that on a piece of paper next to the reverse engineer goals that we just did. And I want you to keep that in front of your face every single day. Every freaking day. So you remind yourself of what you don't want to repeat in 2022. Sound like a plan? Now, for those of you that are like,
Oh my God, I love this so much.
we're going to give you the plan on our 5-day momentum summit, which is completely free. So create your plan before you come. It's in January, but it's completely free to actually sign up. And you can buy the recordings for, I think, $47 or whatever. On the next page, they'll offer you the recordings. But basically, it's completely free. You definitely want to get your teams on it. No brainer. 5daymomentumsummit.com. We'll drop it into the comment section for you guys. And we'll also put it in the title above. So this way, 5daymomentumsummit.com. It's going to be awesome. It's Rob Sperry, myself, John and Nadia Melton, and Bryn Lang. And we're going to have 10 other leaders that are actively building in their network marketing businesses come and share with you how they're going to create personal momentum for 2023. So it's going to be so much fun. It's going to be absolutely incredible. You want to make sure that you get registered for the summit. You go to mylifestyleacademy.com/summit or 5-day momentum summit, whatever. There's like so many links and we'll put them above for you guys. But listen, I am honored that I'm like, get to be on Money Monday. Let's just be clear. When John and Nadia asked me to do Money Monday for them, I was like,
I have to look my best.
So I got my lashes done. I did not do magnetics. I curled my hair, you guys. I curled my hair and I did makeup that I know Nadia would be very proud of. So make sure you tag John and Nadia and you thank them for inviting me to be here. I thank all of you for showing up. And for those of you that are on the Marina Simone page, what's up? Hello. I love you guys. Tag your homies, tag your teams. They need to hear this stuff. Love you guys.